All right, guys. Welcome to week 5 of the new cycle. Getting deep into it. First, I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up for the Courage Crucible on Saturday. We had an incredible turnout. We had like over 30 people. It was awesome. We raised well over $1,000. We got into the $1,200 range. And for that being like the first event of what, again, we're going to be doing once every quarter or so. You guys know I got the kid coming, so I don't know about the last quarter of the year. That one might be tough, but we're going to try to make this a thing. We're picking out organizations in Austin that match one of the 4 cardinal virtues. So we got courage already done. I think the next one might be justice, since it'll be probably around July time, 4th of July. So we're thinking of freedom and justice and things like that. I'll look into an organization. If you guys have any ideas for a justice organization, let me know. And I'll write a killer workout and we'll get it done again and we'll raise money. And I'm going to try to promote this one. I got somebody making like a professional video from all the clips that Jill got. So that should be fun. But yeah, thank you for those who showed out. Thank you for the donations. If you didn't show up, we had a handful of people that donated even though they weren't there. And it's just, I love this community, man. We show out, we do acts of service, and we use our fitness to build others up, and it's a really awesome thing. So what do we got this week? Sticking on with the strength work. We're getting close. We're getting close to the end of this this portion of the strength cycle. And with that, we're getting real heavy now. I wrote in the notes by this point now, guys, we're doing 3s this week, 5x3. We should be like 8-9 RPE, which means like rate of perceived exertion. So we should be like not 3 rep max, but damn close. We're maybe looking at like 90% or something like that. Some of you, your strength has really skyrocketed. You've been here every week and you're already close to your 1 rep max and you're doing this weight, which is killer. You're doing these reps, excuse me, with that heavy of a weight. That's badass. That's awesome, guys. That's what we're looking for with this. Consistency is king here with this linear progression. So again, 5 sets of 3 on back squat. Last week it was 4, so should be increasing 5, 10 pounds, 15 pounds. This depends. Again, if it's been kind of light, start making it heavier. Belt up. Let's get after it. We're supersetting with our pull-ups. Again, less bands, more weight. You guys know the drill at this point. The workout, Spark. 10 alternating front rack reverse lunges. If you came to the Courage Crucible and your booty's a little sore, you know, it is what it is. 115.75, so you guys can scale the weight. It's 10 total, 5 per leg. Should be a weight that you can just bang out 10, get it done pretty well. You're welcome to put an ab mat under your knee or anything like that. I understand that lunging sometimes can be rough on the knees. 10 toes to bar. We should be able to do unbroken, or, you know, it's a low enough amount though that if you have a toe to bar, do your toes to bar. Even if it's like 1 at a time, get them done, do them. And then a 12/10 cal bike sprint. If we have a class that's really big, pretty easy, we'll have one person start on the bike, other person start on the lunge and go in order. Should have plenty of staggering going on there. Okay. 8-minute time cap. Fast. Like a NASCAR, right? We're looking at like 2 15-minute rounds, 2 minute, 15 second, 2.5 rounds, something like that. Got to go. Okay. Tuesday, Cindy. Again, we got Murph prep. If you're going to do Murph in a vest, do Cindy in a vest. Okay. You guys know the drill. Cindy, 20-minute AMRAP, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. Wear the vest if you have the vest. This should be something where if you are pretty good at your gymnastics, and pushing volume isn't too bad, you should be gunning for like a minute a round, which is Chelsea, I think. I can't remember, but that's the one where it's like an EMOM. Every minute on the minute you do a round of Cindy. But for those of us that maybe, you know, pull-ups are a little challenging or that many push-ups, we're looking for anywhere between 12 to 15 rounds, something like that in the 20 minutes. This is how a lot of people are going to break up Murph with the 5, 10, 15. So get used to it. Like I said, wear a vest if you're going to do so in Murph. We will have time for some body armor after this week since it's only a 20-minute workout. Not super complicated workout. So we'll have some pike leg lifts. You're in an L position seated on the ground. I'd like to throw this one on our toes to bar day. So just hip flexor, low core work, elbow on knee external rotation. You may be seeing some of the people that I program for do this. Really good for rotator cuff. We got a lot of shoulders as always. I mean, it's CrossFit. This is so hard to demo. You're controlling it down and then coming back up. This is like 5, 10-pound dumbbells. If you guys are going heavier than that and you're like heaving it up, you're not using your rotator cuff muscles. You're using your deltoid. You're using your triceps. Don't do that. This is like a physical therapy. This is like Dan stuff, cat stuff, right? And then 30-second elbow planking. So just some more core stuff there. Rest as needed between. Just full-on body armor, rotator cuff, core stuff, hip flexor stuff. We got bench press day. Hopefully the shoulders feel pretty good from the external rotations. That's why I threw those in there. Again, we should be needing spotters by now. If you're not using spotters, definitely start using spotters. I'll make sure that the coaches know that, but I mean, like, you guys should be using spotters. The row superset, still with a full tempo, 3-second pause at the chest and a 3-second eccentric, 3 reps per arm. We're probably getting to pretty heavy weights for this. We only have up to 70, so you boys out there that have really strong lats, if you want to go to that like 100-pound kettlebell, you can go do rows with that 100-pound kettlebell. You're more than welcome to. You can do that. Or if you really want to pull a barbell out and you want to just do like bent over barbell rows still with that tempo, you're welcome for that if you're one of those strong boas. And then clean sweep, 11-minute AMRAP, just a barbell. And so this is going to, physically, sure, it'll be tough, but mentally, some people might find this monotonous. Okay. And this is where, like, staying tapped in mentally, part of CrossFit, you have 7 hang power cleans, 5 front squats, and 3 jerks. Okay. Now on that 7th hang power clean, if you want to go right into a squat, you can count that as your first front squat. So it could be like 6 hang power cleans, 1 squat clean, which is 1. I'm fine with that. Okay. And then 3 power jerks. Okay. Shoulder to overhead. Don't split jerk it, but you could like push press those, jerk it, try to. 11 minutes for some of us, this isn't a heavy enough. We're going to be able to go unbroken here at first. So like, there's going to be a bit of staying tapped in mentally after you hit a couple rounds and you look up the clock and you're like, dude, I still have 8 minutes of this barbell, right? That's where you got to stay in it mentally. Okay, so that's part of the test here, is mentally, can you stay with something and stay focused and just one rep after another. For those of us that did the Courage Crucible, that was kind of the Courage Crucible. Can I just focus on doing another run, doing another rep? Okay. Thursday, cardio. Got to keep working the cardio. 10 rounds per time with a partner, 400-meter run, 500-meter row. Very basic, very straightforward, but you're going to get a lot of great interval work in here. So you have to split this evenly. So every round, it's I go 200, you go 200. I go 250, you go 250. And that's really good interval work, but it's 10 rounds of that. Okay, so you have a lot of work to get done individually with a high heart rate. That's why it's the only thing we have. I mean, in total, that's 5,000 meters of rowing and 4,000 meters of running, but split halfway, that's you rowing a 2,500 meter row and running 2,000 meters. Okay, so it's a lot of volume. Thursday has started to become more of a rest day for everybody, and I love that. I don't hate that, guys. This cycle is intense. We are doing a lot. The workouts are very intense. And so if by the time Thursday comes around and you see a workout like that and you're like, dude, I'm just going to take the day off, I'm not upset about that. I'm happy with that. Take your rest day, guy, and come in Friday, smash some deadlifts, and let's get after it. But, not everybody can come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then need Thursday off. You still have a great workout on Thursday. Everybody can get better cardiovascularly fit. That's like the underpinning of fitness. So, but if you are taking a rest day, I am all for it. Please take that rest day. Deadlift, 5 sets of 3, continuing to superset with those alternating Arnold press. It says Arnold press row. That's my brain just being, I'll fix that. And then the workout, I think this is, I'm really excited to do this workout personally, probably because, Olympic weightlifting, but it's a unique workout. It's just one time through. It is 21 burpees over the bar. So it's kind of like the classic 21-15-9, but like with it's just kind of cool. 21 burpees over the bar, you're done. 15 power snatch, 150, 115, 75. Okay, should be a weight. You can do some unbroken reps. Maybe you just do singles out the gate, but that's fine. Then you're going to go up in weight, 155, 105, but we go down to 9. That 21, 15, 9. 155, 105 should be a weight where you're able to do singles, starting to get a little bit heavier. And then we're finishing with 3 power snatch, at 185, 125. Heavy. For you, what this should look like is power snatches around probably like 65, 70%, power snatches around 75, 80%, and then finally 3 power snatches around 80, 85%, maybe even 90%. You shouldn't be failing too much, but if you do, it's on those 3, and maybe it's like 1. There's a 10-minute cap though, so if you do want to test yourself with your weight, this is a good workout to test yourself with weight, especially on that 3, because you're going to have a cap. So, you test yourself, and maybe you just don't have it that day. You're welcome to like maybe go down in weight, or depending on how close you are to the cap, see what you got, test yourself on a Friday. That's what we have for the week. great week of workouts, in my opinion. And yeah, that's really all we got. Nothing really on the docket right now as far as events or anything like that. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like it was a packed March, and into April. Like I felt like every weekend something's been going on. And so kind of nice to just maybe have like some downtime a little bit, before we have some more stuff coming up in summer-ish time. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys for this week. Let's have a kick-ass week. Let's get after it. Let's keep getting strong. And I will see you guys in the gym.